Hello agents, in this video we're going to talk you through how you get the Nemesis Exotic Sniper Rifle in a Division 2, and before I show you that I just want to say please hit like if this video does help, and check out the video description where you'll find a link to our fantastic community where you are all very welcome, and also a link to all of the other content that I do. And if you do like it, hit subscribe for even more. Now this sniper rifle, it's a bit difficult to get in the way of you're not going to be able to get it in one sitting. You're going to have to wait for different weekly invadeds to come on to be able to do certain missions, and I'll explain. Basically, to start the process off, you've got to get your first part on Tidal Basin. This is always invaded, and I'm going to show you in a second how to get that first part. Once you've done that, you need to collect the other exotic parts from named boss drops on invaded strongholds. This is the final boss of each stronghold, but it has to be invaded. Now these cycle through each week, so currently we've got District Union Arena set on this week we're on now. Next week I assume it cycles back to the Capitol Hill, then it'll go to Roosevelt, and it'll keep cycling around each week. So you can only get these other parts when you're on the correct week to complete that mission, if you understand what I'm saying. But the rest of the video is going to make it a little bit more clearer now for you. What I want to say as well is you can do all of these missions on normal. The difficulty won't affect the drops, so do it on normal, hard, challenging, heroic, whatever takes your fancy. Now on Tidal Basin, you want to get to this area here. I just pointed out at this door. When you come through here, you are looking for a key. This key is going to unlock like a hidden room within Tidal Basin. It even like points it out on the radar. If you look in the top left corner, you got the yellow marker for the key. Just go and collect that key, and then what you want to do is just progress through the mission until you enter the like big hovercraft at the end. Once you're at the hovercraft, just follow my route now on screen to get to like the hidden room. Go in the room and there's going to be a loot box. The first time you loot this, you're going to get a weapon out of it that you can dismantle, and it's going to drop you the first exotic part that you need to start off this sequence. This is the first one you have to do. None of the other exotic parts on the other missions are going to drop until you do this. So if you are wondering why you can't get them, it's because you must do this first. So as I said, just follow my route that I'm doing now on screen. Here's the door now. I'm just going to input the code and get this open. It does take a few seconds to open. You'll just see me now open up the loot and dismantle the weapon to get the first exotic part. So that gives you the exotic scope. Now there's still 4 more parts to collect, and now the next 3, sorry, don't need to be done in any particular order, I don't believe. You just need to complete each of the strongholds on invaded, and again, it can be normal, hard, challenging, or heroic, it doesn't matter. You just need to complete each stronghold on invaded as they cycle through each week. So we're on Capitol Hill now. We're just killing the last boss, and as you've seen, the exotic item dropped. You'll see that as I get closer, I think it's the exotic barrel that it says. I'm really sorry, when I'm rendering, I can't see the text that good. It looks like it says barrel. You'll see on screen more clearer. But yeah, that's the second part, and you're still going to want to go and collect 2 more parts now. The next mission I was able to do on invaded was an invaded Roosevelt. So that's where we are now, and this is where I'm going to get my next exotic part from. I don't think I've been too clear. This does need to be World Tier 5 when you do this, guys, because you can't do this before World Tier 5 because you don't get that weekly cycle of invadeds until then. We've just killed the final boss on Roosevelt invaded, and he's dropped that exotic, and we're now just going to go and have a look at what it is he drops. And if I'm reading that right on screen, it's the Marksman Rifle Exotic Bolts. The last part that we needed to get was the stock, and it was on District Union Arena. This is actually available this week, as posted at the time of posting this video. And once you kill the final boss on District Union Arena, he's going to drop that stock for you, as you can see on screen in a second. Now that you have all the exotic parts for the sniper rifle, you need to go and find the blueprint. Now, I did Tidal Basin again, thinking the boss on that would drop it. That was incorrect. You actually need to do an invaded Grand Washington Hotel and get to this part of the mission here, where you fight a named enemy, Puck. He is going to drop you the blueprint once you have all the other 4 parts. So, just again, that's the part of Tidal Basin first. There's the part of District Union Arena, Capitol Hill, and Roosevelt. Those 3 other strongholds, I believe, can be done in any order after you got the one off Tidal Basin. But once you do have all 4, you can come and get this blueprint from an invaded Grand Washington Hotel. Grand Washington Hotel is invaded this week, so that's quite handy. As soon as we go into the next cycle, this mission isn't going to be available, and you'll have to wait for it to come back round, guys. As I was saying earlier, they cycle through, and you can only get these on the invaded missions. You'll see on screen just in a second the blueprint being collected. Now that you have the blueprint, you're able to craft the gun. So just head back to the base of operations, go to the crafting station and craft that gun. Now it isn't the upgraded blueprint, which means it's only going to be able to be crafted at a 490 gear score, I think. But you'll see on screen now me crafting it, and I'm just going to slowly do that and scroll down on the weapon so you can see exactly what the talents are and what stats are on it. You'll see now on the right of the screen the talents, and you'll see that aiming an enemy marks them as your nemesis for 15 seconds, letting you see them through walls. And your shots gain 5% damage to your nemesis for every second that they are marked, to a max of 50%. This seems very OP. I'm looking forward to trying it out. I haven't had a chance yet. But let me know what you think about those talents in the comments. What you can also do is upgrade this exotic sniper rifle, and all you need to do is go to the vendor after you've got the sniper and buy the upgraded blueprint. This will now allow you to craft the sniper at a gear score 500. You will need exotic components, so you're going to need 1 of them, and to get them you need to dismantle exotic items. I highly recommend farming the pistillants in the dark zone, as this is an exotic you can get over and over again, and it's easy to dismantle and get components. As you can see on screen now, I've got everything to be able to upgrade it. I've already got the Nemesis, which we've just crafted. I've got the exotic components, so I can now use them to craft myself an upgraded gear score 500 Nemesis. So that's just a little bit of a tip there at the end for you guys, and that's it for the video. Now, if this has helped, again, please do hit the like button. I'd greatly appreciate it. And again, don't forget to check out my description for a link to our community and a link to more of my content. If you do like what we do and you like it around the community, don't forget to hit subscribe. I'd really appreciate that also. But until the next video, guys, thank you for watching this one, and peace out.